Okay, let everyone get set. We'll let Coach start with an opening statement, then open it up for questions.
All right. First of all, congratulations to Colorado. They outplayed us. They outcoached us. You know, they're a good team. I'm real disappointed for our fans. Man, they brought it today with everything, and you know, we talked about seize the moment. We didn't get it done. I just told our team that you know, the game of football and life, you learn most about yourself in major adversity, and we didn't get it done. We got outcoached. We got outplayed. You know, offensively, we turned the ball over 4 times, very uncharacteristic. We got down there in the 5-yard line the first drive and threw an interception. Defense, I don't think we made them punt in the first half. I think we had 2 sacks. We got to find a way to get more pressure on the quarterback. They did a good job of running the football, mixing things up with that. And then, you know, offensively, we got to be able to generate more rushing yards than we did. But, you know, you got to give them credit. I think they're a good team. They played good on defense, and they played good on offense too, and special teams. Questions?
You said it in your opening statement, not capitalizing when you forced the interception on their opening drive and not scoring there. How much of that really?
No, that was a big. I mean, it was a big. You know, early on, you always look back. Now it's pretty big. I mean, I still think we'd been fine to overcome it if we could have got a stop or two. You know, in the first half, I think they scored the next 3 times after that, and they got some distance, and we didn't do a very good job, you know, early in the game, and then we got behind, and we're not, you know, the best catch-up team, I would say. You know, the way we responded there, and you know, the missed opportunities in the red zone. I think we, you know, had a chance to score a couple touchdowns, or maybe 3, 2 or 3, whatever, and just didn't get any points of it at all, and that was really disappointing too.
Gosh, you talked about this week about the idea of getting pressure was going to be key for you guys to have success. What is it that your defense could have done, or what do you want to see from them?
Well, we got to find a way. I mean, bottom line is we got to find a way. I think we have 3 sacks through 4 games. I mean, that's going to be a big key. And you know, they got a really good quarterback. Y'all know they got really good receivers, and you know, we got to figure out a way to do that. And so we'll continue to work on that. You know. And here's what I tell the guys too. I mean, it stinks right now. There's no doubt. Everybody in that locker room feels the same way, and our expectations are high. We should feel that way. But it's one game. I mean, that's what I told them. It's one game, and we'll learn a lot about our team this week. We'll find out truly who we are. I mean, we were on top of the world that last win, and now we're in the tank right there. Who we are as a team. We're going to find out. We got another opportunity to go to Gainesville. Obviously, y'all know that's a big one too. So we got to figure out a way to get better, and we got to figure out a way to go there and play better football.
Coach, in your opening statement, you mentioned wanting to try to get more ground production. You would like to have more of it, I should say. Throughout the week, Coach Sanders was pretty public. He basically load the box and play was the strategy against you. How much of that you feel like you saw?
Well, they loaded the box early. You know, they played a lot of bear. They played, you know, they got to bear in different ways. And then there was a time they started playing just base 4 down, and we just got to do a better job, you know, pushing guys off the ball. I mean, they played in our backfield some. We had trouble protecting. That was disappointing too. I said, bottom line, there's a lot of yards, but man, there was so many mistakes, and that's really what I'm disappointed in. And I'm the head coach of this operation. It starts with me. And we got to do a better job of coaching. We got to do a better job of playing, and it's really all the above. You know, special teams same way.
Coming out of the bye week, what were the major adjustments that you made with this team?
You know, I mean, I felt pretty good about, you know, going over, looking at the things we need to improve on. It didn't carry over here, out there, obviously, but we got to keep working. We just got to keep working. And our guys, I have confidence in our team. I really have confidence they'll come to that team meeting tomorrow and bright-eyed, and they'll be ready to take the next step. Like I said, we'll find out a lot about our team this week, who we truly are.
How much do you plan on emphasizing ball security with KJ this week?
Yeah, I mean, that's all of it, man. I mean, it's part of winning football. You can't turn the football over. And like I said, we've done a pretty good job up to this point. That was uncharacteristic. We gotta solve that, and we gotta coach it better. I mean, the thing about coaching, you're in it with your players, man. I mean, whatever happens on that field, the coaches are responsible too.
Before the game, Montgomery came out with a brace on his right leg. When did he get hurt? What's the status?
Yeah, he got hurt against TCU. His adrenaline kind of kept going, and I don't know. He's going to be out for a little bit. I'm not for sure exactly when he'll be back. You know, he's obviously he's a really, really good player, and he's a good leader.
How do you keep the team motivated, especially after a tough loss with a tough remaining schedule?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, we're going to find out a lot about our team. Now, I will say this. I mean, I feel really confident telling you all the way they're going to respond tomorrow. They got to do it, but I feel really confident in that. And we got another big one next week. I mean, it's one game, you know, in the big picture, and you got to find a way to grow. You got to find a way to get better, you know, and that's going to happen. That's going to be our deal.
Gus, you mentioned next week with Florida. You guys had a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff going on today with Fox and everything being around. How do you kind of get that emotion, you know, get them in check, I guess, going into a big week against Florida?
I mean, it is what it is. We got our butt kicked, you know. You got to be a man about it. It doesn't matter if it was, you know, all the stuff going on here. We didn't seize the moment. We talked about it. I'm disappointed. Like I said, I'm disappointed for our fans more than anything. But, you know, this team, I think we're going to respond the right way, and we'll put this behind us. We gotta answer the bell next week.
How demoralizing was at the end of the first half? You should have just been down by 10, but some snafus led them kicking that last-second field goal.
Yeah, that didn't help. There's no doubt. We didn't get the first down right there, and then they threw about a 7-yard pass, you know, trying to get in kick field goal range, and we let them throw a little out route right there and give the kicker credit. That was a momentum deal. You know, that was a big-time momentum deal.
What do you need to see from this team that it will impose its will on an opponent?
You know, we've done a good job until tonight. You know, we did some uncharacteristic things that we didn't do the first 3 games. Now, you got to give them credit. That's a quality opponent now. It's a quality opponent. You can tell that bunch got better. I mean, they were able to run the football and throw it. And defensively, their defensive line did a good job.
You've been a coach for a long time. How many players stack up with what Travis Hunter can do dynamically on both sides of the ball that you saw today?
I mean, he's in that conversation. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to coach against a lot of great players, but he's in that conversation. He's different.
How much does a game like this make you reassess like what you have, or it doesn't seem like this was what was expected tonight. This was a very different performance than we've seen in the past.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, we'll watch the film. Like I said, we got to challenge our coaches, and challenge our players, and figure out a way to take that next step as a team. But like I said, I feel really confident standing here today that the guys will answer the bell. But will it be easy? No, because they feel like crap right now.
How much does tonight surprise you? Did you see any of this coming?
I thought we'd play better. I thought we'd play better. We didn't.
You mentioned your teams are not set up to be a catch-up team. So what do you think you need to do adjustment-wise to get to try to grab a hold of the game?
I think it's all the above. You know, we've controlled the tempo of the game. The first 3, we didn't control the tempo. We got behind early. We were playing catch-up, you know, throughout the game. I know we got down by 21, but, you know, and we came back. But it was a little different the way it played out.
Coach, early in the beginning, with that first drive and the interceptions and the score being close early on, when did you kind of notice the momentum kind of shift when the score got larger? Was some of the turnovers were happening? Do you see any of that momentum?
No, I mean, at halftime, our guys, they felt like we're going to come back and win. I mean, obviously, I can't remember exactly whenever it was more than 3 scores. I mean, you know, you just keep fighting. That's when you find out a lot about you got to keep competing.
Last one here.
Gus, what do you need to see more out of KJ? I mean, early starts, he seems kind of slow struggles, and then he kind of picks things up kind of after a while. Do you need to see, what do you need to see?
Yeah, I mean, we're all in this thing together. He's an experienced guy. I mean, you know, he knows the turnovers. We got to coach him better. We got to put him in better situations. That's our job.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.